Shout out to Media Takeout. They posted this article earlier, November 15th of 2018, titled Atlanta Housewife Nene Considers Leaving Greg After Cancer Diagnosis. Quote, there have been days when I wanted to leave Greg. Here's what they wrote about it. Nene Leakes admits in a new interview that she's considered leaving her cancer-stricken husband Greg in this difficult time. Greg is currently fighting stage 3 colon cancer. Typically, about half of patients with stage 3 colon cancer beat it. Nene gave a stunningly honest interview in US Weekly where she talked about how difficult it has been standing with Greg as he fights for his life. In the interview, the Atlanta housewife admitted that she's contemplated leaving Greg, especially when she feels overwhelmed. Here's what she told the magazine, quote, I go to his appointments and some of them he takes himself, you know, when he's not too weak. He's always trying to get back to driving. Then he has a friend that will take him if I'm working or if I'm out of town. We have someone that'll take him, or our son will take him. So we have a support system, you know, in place, but I go with him as much as I can. Quote, yeah, I have Cynthia and Marlo, and I definitely have talked to, and you know, listen, I never knew that I would need a support system, but let me tell you, I need an effing support system because so many people look at me and they say, quote, oh, she's so strong. She got this. You got this, Nene. I mean, God wouldn't have put, oh Lord, God wouldn't have put it on you guys if they knew you guys were strong. They knew you could handle it. Greg has the perfect life. They can handle this. I'm like, no, 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 bitch. I'm weak. Please come please come over here and support me. End quote. We're not that strong. There's a lot of things happening over here. There's been days when, this is the part right here. There's been days when I felt like I can't do this anymore. Like I'm going to have to leave Greg. I cannot be with him anymore. Like I've had every thought because it's been so difficult and he's not been the easiest patient in the world. So I've just felt everything. I need a support system. Trust me on that. End quote. So that's the end of the article. Wow, Nene. I mean, could you imagine if a woman was going through stage 3 colon cancer and her husband said something like that in an interview? Could y'all imagine? You know what people would say? They would say, you need to leave him. That's exactly what people would say. They would say it's disrespectful. They would say you don't love your spouse. Like people would go in on a man saying this, but thanks to female privilege, she'll get away with saying this. Now, some of y'all might say, well, it's not really that bad. She didn't mean anything by it. She was just being honest. You know, it's a difficult thing for her to have to deal with. You know, it's not something that anybody would ever expect to have to go through. But here's the thing, though. Sickness and health. Through sickness and health. Isn't that a part of the vows that you say when you get married? So I just feel as if she's throwing her husband under the bus personally. That's just, you know, from a personal standpoint. I'm not trying to sound like an MRA, a male rights activist. Not that there's anything wrong with being a male rights activist. I'm just saying, though, I'm not trying to sound like a, you know, one of those types of people or anything, but Jesus Christ, if the shoe was on the other foot, or in this case, the other heifer, you know, people would not be okay with a man saying something like this about his wife. But this is all my opinion. What do I know? I'm just a Real Housewives of Atlanta fan with a microphone. I might be wrong here. I might be tripping. You know, I am wrong a lot, you know. But anyways, let me know what y'all think about it all below. Me Magazine on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Me Magazine blog on Instagram. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notify. Share this video on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, 2 cans with the string in the middle, and telepathically. That way everybody and their mama too will know that your girl Nene Leakes actually contemplated leaving this man because it was just too much for her. I mean, is that ever okay to say? I mean, it's one thing if she had the conversation with him, you know, privately and said, hey, you know, this is the way that I felt, but I don't know, you know, I'm just personally offended, you know, by her saying this in an interview. I mean, if she actually said it, that is. Because who knows, you know, there's always that chance that she was misquoted, you know, by, you know, an interviewer, by the publication. They may have been lying, you know, just trying to get clout, just trying to, not clout, excuse me, you know, trying to strum up controversy or something like that. But anyways, y'all, Let me know what y'all think about it all below. Meat Magazine on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? If so, why? All right, y'all. Meat Magazine.